Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. This is Impressive Warrior and we are about to do another reading for you. I am going to do some tarot for this reading. We're starting out only with one pre-message on the desk here. Penguin, authentic, comes up under the deck for the animal totems. It says, reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family, biological or chosen, gives you strength when you face the storms of life. Love your uniqueness. You're full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Which is beautiful on the back of the previous two messages I've recorded today. They're uploading now, the Daily Dharma and another one that was one of the Shaman series, but I didn't label it as such. Elk, nobility is under the deck. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer a challenge is limitless. So that's beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of success energy in the cards today, a lot of money energy. And so I thought maybe it would be good to clue in specifically to the money and career sector of your lives. And of course, you know your situation best. It's a generic reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Not everybody is doing the same type of career or money quest, so we will try to speak to the situation. What can we get from the archetypal deck in regards to the money and career? We have Mystic showing up face up, 21. Seeing both sides of a situation, the before and the after. I feel like you've just come through something that was challenging and darker, but that you've already seen how well you can perform this task or skill that you're thinking of leveraging in even more ways to earn your career. And so you may even get your money through some type of an intuitive endeavor or some type of a position that relies upon your ability to have foresight, such as, you could even work in the very mundane sectors, financially related or not. Let's say somebody in the stock market, you are being paid for your ability to forecast the trends in the market or any type of a niche market that could emerge, or fashion trends. Those work very much with insight and somebody who's setting a trend based on where the flow of interest could potentially lie. So in some type of a way, you tuning into the trends or the emerging needs that you can see coming into the near future, some kind of a mystical weather man or weather woman that is able to connect with your support tribe in times of need here. Yeah, there's something that you're surprising people in a shift, whether you're shifting the type of work that you do or going for some type of a promotion or moving towards getting paid for your creative inspiration instead of your logical mind, so to speak. So maybe some of you are even going back to school here, but you're utilizing your ability to transform something based on your ability to have foresight. Let's see, the three others. All right, we have the Hunter, the Eternal Child, and the Shapeshifter. I think that this is a very interesting mix because I feel here that you're changing the way that you present or promote yourself based on the way that you feel every morning or something, that goes into your craft in some type of a way. Like, let's say today you have grief on your heart, and tomorrow you have um, some type of inspiration. Both of those could go into some type of artistic mindset if you were an artist or somebody who creates that type of a way. But in the same type of a way, um, your feelings are geared towards what you're tapping into. And so even if you're waking up feeling those type of things and you have to go to a day job, it's almost as if you're searching for ways that can be an asset and not a liability in your day ahead. Um, but yeah, it's like searching for inspiration behind the happenings in life and wanting to get really emotionally excited, but also to follow those very real emotional cues as a way to identify where your nature is aligned at any given moment. It's a way to capitalize on your own sacred emotional flow state. I think that's what we're getting at. And to then the shapeshifter is like, well, maybe you want to do many things. Like maybe today I want to be an artist. Maybe tomorrow I want to be a builder. And yesterday I was really busy being a counselor or I don't know. I think that you guys will understand how to apply this, but what I'm getting at is either some of you have so many skills that you choose every day which thing to bring forward, or it's more energetic and you're just really cluing into what helps you stay inspired and where your needs are at, what you need each day to fulfill within yourself so that you can be the most powerful co-creator and collaborator that you have the potential to be at any given time. And so the shapeshifter is the ability also to transmute and transcend anything that doesn't actually serve, because although a low mood may work well for somebody who's doing an art project, maybe you have to get up in front of a group of people and give a presentation and you don't want to be up there like Bueller showing my era there with that. If you know, you know. But yeah, sometimes it takes the necessity to jazz yourself up or to not be inauthentic, but at the same time to bring that in such a way that you can always access what you would prefer and to then broadcast something meaningful and relevant from that place and what people are receptive to. Anything else from this deck? I'm feeling that there's another one or two that wants to come out. There we go. Under the deck, the King. Beautiful. I'm kind of seeing this as though it's like the child to the king, shape-shifting your energy from emotional responsiveness. You know how a toddler can get to a meltdown stage if they can't tie their shoe or if they can't eat ice cream for breakfast, let's say. But it's like being able to witness yourself and your desire nature, and then to be the master of your choices and to embody something that's able to really light you up and create a life that you're not constantly in a state of recovery from, but in a constant state of like, yes, more. What else? I don't have enough time in the day to do all the cool things that I really am inspired to do. And that comes out with the Lover and the Bridge. So in order for you to make this next move at your career or job, or to to make the next boss moves in your own career or change. It looks like you're bridging what you love and what you tolerate and trying to figure out a way to cross some type of a divide. And I feel like this is the divide happening between what you want and need and what you're actually receiving in the world. And so if you're having a day job that doesn't quite either make the mark as far as making you feel like you're fulfilled and in alignment with your divine calling every minute of the day, and being able to do your calling, but also something that's able to give you money, but not to pay all the bills, and to give you that thriving lifestyle that you would want. There's some type of this. It's not. There's something that's not overlapping. I keep the recent weeks, I keep feeling the Venn diagram, how there's like wants, needs, what people will pay for, what people want, and what's sustainable for us type of a thing. And if we can get something that answers all of those things, that's the sweet spot of abundance here. But it's like you're starting some kind of maybe side hustle for some of you that is both of those things. It can answer you and feels like it's aligned with what you want to do. You can pour yourself into it from the space of the inner child. You've been seeking ways perhaps to promote this aspect of yourself, or to have hidden moments here and there to contribute to this type of a development. But I feel like you're shape shifting into somebody who is more fully online, full time, with your personal love and embodiment of that beautiful, radiant king type energy. Oh, yes. Below king, we have the starborn and then the tear. Yeah, there's something that hasn't been answering your highest energies here. But being the starborn energy, you are always utilizing your mysticism and your unique capacity to see the trends, and to, it's like you're taking the energetic pulse and vibe of the ethers every time that you do or say anything. Excuse me. And then this is a way for you to speak your love out into the world. And if there's any type of inauthenticity, it's something that you can't really earn all of that income back from, because you're too busy trying to do or say or be what you think others will expect, instead of the intersection of the Venn diagram, both seeing the trends and seeing what you can contribute to it, and seeing what things you can get paid to do. And as soon as all three of those things start coming together, there's this bridging of the gap, that lag time between, like, okay, universe, here's what I'm putting out there, I'm ready to receive. It's like, yeah, we've got to do just a little bit more alignment here. And it has to do with the fuller, more fully embodying our light quotient and capacity. I'm seeing change is always good from this kind of light-hearted deck. So let's get some advice from Spirit in the middle here. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing ourselves. It works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. Tally ho, the universe. So you may be thinking that you have to change yourself or play some type of a part in order to gain this respected position or this promotion of your gifts and talents. But it's like, don't leave your inner child out of the mix. This lover energy wants you to remember what you've always really, really enjoyed doing. And if there's something on the horizon begging you to be more fulfilled than you are, then change is definitely good for you. So what else do we have? No two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. comparisons between yourself and others, these expectations are taking you away from your authenticity in some type of a way. And so you're being asked to come back home to yourself and what really lights you up. Comparisons are odious because they presume all other things are equal, which is never the case between me and you, the universe. So if you're comparing your journey to another person's, maybe you've been graduated from school for a few decades and you've got some people around you that are already well on their way to retirement, and you're just starting out and wanting to bring forward this inspired new beginning, and you're like, oh, but I'm way far behind, and getting down on yourself. Or maybe you're just newly graduated and everyone around you seems to be so experienced in the field that you're involved in. Don't compare yourself to them. Find out what those strengths are within your character and play to your strengths. It's all about phrasing and presentation. If you want that job, you can get that job. You just have to tell them what you bring to the table. And if it's blocked, it must not have been your jam. Love is the reason whenever we are redirected. If somebody once loved you, they still do. So something is needing to come back around in regards to that as well. You are adored. Everyone is doing their best. So maybe somebody said something that you took to heart or made you feel like you were compared or being seen as something lower than what you perceived yourself to be. You really want this cozy hug within your tribe to be accepted and brought into the center of the warmth from the cold. Yes, this family unit is important to you in some type of a way. And again, we're getting you are adored. Don't be fooled by the quote players, and don't be fooled by yourself either. There's no one more loved nor lovable than you. And I know everyone. Precious. The universe. Interesting. Then we get enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. Do you know what you've created? No, besides an intergalactically known saunter named after you. Inspiration in the eyes that have watched you. Hope in the minds that have admired you. And love in the hearts that have known you. But you might ease up on that sachet before someone gets hurt. Not bad, kiddo. Not bad at all. The universe. So some type of alignment that's going on here, and some type of opportunity that you're excited. You've been looking for some type of opportunity for quite some time. Your inner child is engaged. It's speaking to your higher self with this king energy. And it's allowing you to grow and shift and expand in new, unprecedented ways. It's celebrating your unique essence in a different way, and it's helping you to just bring all that you are, instead of asking you to shapeshift in some type of awkward way like a contortionist fitting into some square box. You're being watched by loving eyes. So don't be fooled by the individuals that are critiquing or trying to limit you by telling you what they can create and where their capacity lies. I'm sensing that you are limitless at this time, and you're only limited by your own beliefs and your ability to just get started and just keep having fun, get excited. Where are you going? What are you doing? Everybody else is just doing their best. So let them go and do their best while you free up your energies for your highest and best. Now, I did promise we'd get into some tarot. So let's reach for this one. This one's one of my newer favorites. It's the Akashic Tarot. It does have some more religious type visuals, but I don't let that get me all twisted up. I don't mind. They're all ascended masters to me and all energies. So maybe that's for you. First out, upright, we have Seven of Forces. I just got distracted. We have Fated Meeting on the bottom. Number 7, there's this acceleration as you get well underway in your own full embodiment. It's like this Merkaba activation where your energies are so excited. There's so much momentum. There's such a catalyzed energy that you're embodying, that you are in alignment with the fated connections that are essential to this next level. So the first one out face up, as I was saying, is the 7 of Forces. So forces are wands. This is calling out balance. So I feel like there's a lot of balance of work and career going on here, getting things organized, making sure that you are putting things in their proper perspective, and delegating and paying attention to your ledgers and where things are costing too much. And it's not about cutting corners to sacrifice quality, but for instance, you're not interested in trading dollars. Like if you are going to have an event, you don't want to spend $200 and then sell your tickets so that you make $211, and then you spent all this time and energy creating the event, you catered the event, and now you're at an energetic deficit. So make sure to appropriately evaluate the effort that you have put into your endeavors and what you are valued at and what your value is, because you have potentially had schooling, you've had experience, you bring your own essence to the table, your own unique perspectives, your strengths, weaknesses, the way that you network and create opportunities, and certain types of things that don't feed into that situation. So understanding all of these things helps you to, again, play to those strengths and to set things in their proper perspective, because when you're balanced, then you are able to do things like be proactive again with this mystic here, and let's say schedule your posts in advance when you need to have your time be at a premium. You can sit down for an hour a week or 2 hours a week and set things up that can then post every day at a time throughout the week. And then that keeps you engaged and creating content while you're off doing other things like networking or creating your product. So there's ways to divide and conquer. And there's a sense of timelessness coming forward with the 4 of Wands, that consistency and commitment that you've displayed over a series of time, wishes fulfilled, is beautiful to finalize that one. 5 of Keys is 5 of Pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles gets that bad rap for being on the outside, feeling that depletion of material abundance and lack of resources, but your wishes are about to be fulfilled here. So it's about changing your perspective, because the 5 of Pentacles depicts the couple out in the cold again, away from friends and family that have found their way into the warmth of the sanctuary of the temple. And so once we get back into that authenticity and identifying the needs and desires and the playfulness and excitement of the inner child, then we're building based upon those happy energies, that happy place. Isn't that Penguin movie called Happy Feet? It is. And the whole tribe wanted him to be a singer, but every time he sang, it was like, "Arr!" And I'm feeling that one in the last few weeks. It's like every time I try to sing in public, my throat chakra wants to close up and be fearful. But this authenticity is like, maybe you're not a singer for the public. Maybe you're a dancer. Maybe I need to get on here and start dancing around in circles. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's about shifting your perspective into, maybe you're trying to do something maybe you're qualified on paper for it, but maybe it's this contortionist act that is making the inner child feel petulant or moody. And maybe that's what it is. So we're getting this karmic trench, something that you were maybe socialized or normalized into doing. It's like, well, it pays the bills, but does it? we saw that deficit in the bridge card, and you're needing to put in a little bit of extra on your own personal to develop something else to supplement that gap there. So here we've got this karmic trench, and it looks like the more that you dig into this, the more that you're unpacking the yeah, he's like digging and digging, but he's got plenty of brown dirt there. It's just this dirt, but look beyond him. Over in the vista is such a rich and lush meadow, perfectly primed for life and all of these native cultivated plants, or native versus cultivated. We have Adsum 22 talking about being present and aware. Yeah, you need to be present and aware of all of the insight and the guidance that's coming through to you, particularly with this mystic. You already know what you want to do, particularly with inner child here, but you're worried perhaps about not being protected if you take this leap of faith. Maybe you need to make smaller moves, like starting it in the in between hours as a side hustle until you can sustain your day, or to leave a day job or something like that, or to slowly rebrand yourself in a different direction, but always course correcting in that way, staying present for what is exciting to you. Maybe this thing that you were doing previously was amazing for a while. Maybe you gained a lot of insight because you've got all these books around you and all of these spiritual essences and ancestors and living beings and angelic essences are drawn to you to keep whispering in your ear, like, there's more. There's more that you could do, that you're excited to do. And the Queen of Keys has just figured it out, and she's written it out, and she's ready to just stand up in this high tower and survey the landscape instead of digging and toiling in the hot sun all day. He does look like he's in a shadow, though. It's like in the shadow of greatness. Like maybe your parents, let's say, were lawyers or doctors, and they really wanted you to be a lawyer or a doctor, but you want to use all of that energy to work out something else that is important to you. And it's like you can't be abundant and fulfilled, and as you determine your success, how that looks to you, by wearing somebody else's expectations. It's all about that personal alignment and kingship, queenship, and she's having fun. She's smiling up there. It's like she can look around and be like, yeah, I have dug my last hole. I am ready to move on with my life and to enjoy the years and maybe even the tears. Did we see tears behind King and Starborn? Yeah, and it doesn't want to show itself to me again. Yeah, the tears, the type of tears that you're crying or weeping. 8 of Forces, 8 of Wands. There's something coming through this bolt of lightning striking this tree. It's like the activation of our ancestral, dharmic, karmic tree of life, and it's lighting that bitch up. And it's like, even though we fear perhaps being a disappointment to our family unit here by going a different path and expressing that joy within us through a different medium or a different mediumship application, there's nothing to fear here. It's like this is going to light up the family tree. It's going to create healing across timelines, past, present, and future. Oh, so beautiful. I say that a lot, don't I? The nest, the bird's nest, 3 of Forces. It's all about foresight and looking for your ships to come in, not somebody else's ships. I mean, I'm getting a different image about like somebody else's package being delivered to your door, and you're like, men's socks, or like, I don't know, like a bunch of something that you can't really utilize with where you're going versus something coming to your door that's for you. It's like Christmas when you open that package. We're getting the Master Artisan oddly in reverse. I don't normally read reversals, but I feel like this is you just delaying your experience with your own artistry. It's like you have the skills, you can do it, you have all the resources at your disposal, but you've been out here trying to maintain some type of this cat and mouse type game where you're, well, yeah, that's fun, that's fine, it's okay, or with this tribe that isn't your authentic tribe, but you're really balancing out your light and dark in some type of a way, and you're recognizing that this is keeping you at a dichotomy, a difference inside yourself. It's not quite cognitive dissonance, but it's like you can't be all of yourself here and you can't be all of yourself here. So you're leading two separate lives. But if you could bridge that gap with that bridge card there, there's some type of a side hustle that is intuitively star born into your DNA that perhaps some of your ancestors tried to funnel this through predictable and socially acknowledged and acceptable ways, but you're the one who has the courage to actually do the right thing. Intricacies and industry. You're taking something to the next level. So even if you're, let's say, a builder, you are creating structures that think from out of the box. Like, let's say, like Mike Reynolds that did the Venus Project, or what's that one guy's name? Elosha over in Russia. And he does some biotech engineering. So amazing. It's like, this is like Atlantean type simplicity, and it works. And you're taking something to the next level by utilizing your intuition and by somewhat marrying parts of your interests that seemed like they were at cross purposes, but you're bringing them together in very powerful ways, creating something incredible with your energy. Oh my gosh, lightning before the thunder. So yeah, that strike of lightning, that epiphany is going to rumble throughout your karma and throughout your DNA to shake everybody awake that is available for that. Oh yeah, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance. Lose yourself in the moment, because opportunity only comes once in a lifetime. And sometimes there's a necessary evil, like dashing someone's expectations in the family. Sometimes wounding somebody's expectations is just an ego flesh wound, but it's necessary to liberate the entire family from some old karma, some old karmic trench of unfulfillment. So, oh my gosh, that is so incredible. You are about to be celebrated, and you already